Hello viewers, I am Gaurav Atri, Assistant Professor from the Department of Commerce, and in this video lecture we will be discussing about insurance. Insurance, which is a device to protect yourself from various risks in a person's life, all the uncertainties in which he can have potential risk regarding financial and non-financial things that can be saved with the help of taking an insurance. So, in this lecture, we will be discussing about insurance, its introduction, the concept of insurance, its definition, importance of insurance, and various types of insurance policies in life and non-life, and few of the schemes of insurance. So, to understand insurance, we need to understand the two basic concepts behind insurance. The very first concept is of contribution. We all live in a society and should contribute towards each other for protecting ourselves for certain type of risk that may occur in anyone's life. And the second concept for insurance is the probability, that there is a probability that the loss may occur or may not happen. All the uncertain things may happen in a person's life and may not happen. So, we can very well understand that we are replacing this particular risk with the help of a policy that is called as insurance. So, you can understand that insurance is a mechanism by which a person exposed towards a potential risk arising out of certain events which are beyond the control of a person, he cannot transfer them, and may have certain type of financial loss. So, that can be shared with in a part manner or full with some other party to cover you against those potential financial losses. When we talk about the basic concept of this insurance, the basic concept of insurance states that a type of financial arrangement that helps individuals, business and other organizations to protect themselves against unexpected or unpredictable losses or expenses which may occur. Insurance can protect against a variety of losses or damage such as personal injury, property damage or any other type of uncertainty which is not projected or may not be calculated by a person. To understand the definition of insurance, let's take a very basic definition by Professor R.S. Sharma. He states that insurance is a cooperative device to spread the loss caused by a particular risk over number of persons who are exposed to it, who agree to insure themselves against such risk. So, we all may be suffering from a common type of risk, and when we all agree to share such a risk and spread it over a number of persons so that the quantum of loss can be shared by each one of us. So, such type of device is called as insurance, which is more of a functional nature, whereby this could be understood as a functional definition of insurance. So, there is another definition by Justice Tyndall, and he gives a contractual definition from the legal point of view, stating that insurance is a contract in which sum of money is paid to the insured as consideration. So, he rightly mentions that there must be a sum of money against protecting a particular person, which we popularly know as a premium. Insurers incurring the risk of paying a large sum upon a given contingency. So, if we will be into this contract, we will be able to share a part of risk which is occurring in a person's life. So, here are few importance of insurance. The very first one states that insurance keeps the commerce moving. That means due to risk or because of uncertainties, the business will not be hampered. You will keep moving your business, you can keep doing your business with the help of the insurance policy, because the amount can be compensated with these policies. Second, lenders require insurance because lenders need a safety net. They don't want to lose their money, they don't want to lose their contribution. So, lenders are in need of insurance, and at the same point of point of time, it is also going to be utilized as a confirmation towards their sum. Insurance is compulsory from some states. So, various states, countries, government are making insurance compulsory just to protect themselves for unexpected financial losses, because that may take the economic growth at a slower pace. Insurance grants peace of mind. So, if I am going to be protected, I will be in the state of peace of mind, I will be relaxed and I can enjoy my further works and commitments. Insurance ensures family and business stability. So, if there is a bad winner and he loses his life, so with the insurance you can at least have a basic safety towards your financial losses. Your commitments can be fulfilled with the help of the amount that you are going to get on the time of the death of a person. Insurance protect small guys. Small guys means those who are with the economically weaker section, those who are not able to cope up with the financial losses and unexpected situations occurring in a person's life. So, these guys can save themselves, these section of the economy can save themselves with such unforeseen, uncertain, unexpected losses. Then insurance is a right thing to do. Insurance, as we all know, that a person is going to have income, he is going to consume it and keep a certain part as savings. But at the same point of time, we should also secure ourselves for future needs. So, for that purpose, insurance is something that is right and must for each and everyone. As we move on with the insurance and its policies, so here are the major category or classification of insurance. Insurance can be broadly classified, number one, into life insurance and another as general insurance. So, you can understand insurance as number one, life insurance, in which the final consequence is losing a person or death of a person, whereby he is no more and there are outstanding financial commitments. A person may be breadwinner for his family, the family may be dependent on such a person. So we can go for a type of insurance in which at the time of death of a person, you are going to get a certain sum of money, and that is going to be known as the life insurance, whereby you are going to be protected in case of whereby you are going to be protected in such type of circumstances. Then, death is not the only thing that can occur in a person's life. There are various other things that can occur, like ill health, like having other business commitments and poor financial things. So, when we talk about insurance, it has another category which is more popular and commonly known as non-life insurance. So, in case of non-life insurance or general insurance, we have various other type of insurances, whereby a loss may occur due to fire, burglary, a loss may occur due to motor or automobile, any commercial loss which is occurring in your business, or a loss due to your pet, a loss whereby you are using certain electronic commodities which are very famous nowadays, a loss which is occurring due to financial indemnity, whereby you may lose a job or there may be certain other insecurities, renter insurance job, whereby you have rented certain commodities and you have taken, there may be a possibility of certain losses with those commodities, products or goods. Then reinsurance is also a very important and upcoming sector of insurance. Employer liability loss, whereby a person is going to lose because of his employees, so an employer can also go for such insurance. Marine insurance, which is one of the oldest and the most popular form of insurance, in which a person who is in marine business can go for such type of insurance. And property loss, whereby due to rain, flood, famine or due to earthquake, there are these possibility of losses which may occur. So, all these can be categorized in two major categories. Number one, life insurance. Number two, non-life insurance. Very quickly, let's understand the difference between life insurance and non-life insurance. When we talk about life insurance, in this, the major coverage is given for the life of a person, or you can say the mishappening can lead towards the death of a person. The person may even die. So, whenever you are going to protect the survivors from the death of the dependents, that is going to be known as life insurance. But when we talk about general insurance or non-life insurance, it covers all such things that are under non-life category. That means the final result is not the death of a person, but it may be permanent disability, it may be a loss to a property or any asset. So, when such type of things occur, so we consider them under general insurance. In case of life insurance, the long contract that requires paying premium for several years are going to be there. So, this is a long term premium paying insurance. But at the same point of time, when we talk about general insurance or non-life insurance, it is normally done on an annual contract or with an yearly premium. Like for an example, your automobiles, they all are covered with an annual premium. Every year you need to renew it. Then payment is payable in case of the death of the policy holder or during the policy term or policy mature. So, in case of life insurance, the policy is going to mature when the death of a person is going to occur. It may be during the period due to certain things like a natural death or due to an unnatural death. And in this, we majorly concentrate on such accidental deaths. Then we have general insurance in which reimbursed during an eventuality. So, whenever such circumstances occur, whenever such type of phenomena occur like due to accident, disability, theft, burglary, fire, marine, flood, in such cases the loss is going to be covered with the help of non-life or general insurance. And last not least, to compare between life and non-life insurance, life insurance is having a component of savings in an permanent scenario. Why? Because you are going to accumulate your savings over a period of time, and at the time of maturity you are going to get the returns. But when we talk about general insurance, such type of phenomena or feature is absent, whereby no such savings are there, but you are going to cover your assets, your property or any such liability with the help of this annual contract, which is in general insurance. Let's talk about life insurance in a more deeper manner, whereby life insurance is a contract between the insured and the insurer that provides the payment of the insured sum on the death of the maturity of the contract or on the unfortunate death of the insured, whichever occurs earlier. So, in life insurance, you are going to get the sum at the maturity of either the time period, that is the tenure of the policy, or in case of the death of a person. So, whenever there are certain dependents on a person or a person wants to secure himself from the consequences of the death, so we can go for life insurance. Now, when we talk about this life insurance, here are few types of schemes or policies which are offered in case of life insurance. The very first one is term life insurance, then endowment plans, which are very popular, then money back policies, another very popular and promptly taken, then unit link insurance plans, and few more we will be talking in continuation with this. Let's understand about term policy. Term policy, or which are very popular with the name of pure protection policy, are typically the traditional type of policies in which a person is going to pay the premium and he is going to be covered in course of the accidental death of a person, whereby he is going to die and his dependents are going to get a certain sum of money in a lump sum manner. So, whenever your family is dependent on you, or you are a breadwinner of your family, so you can go for such type of policies, and in case of the death, the policy is going to get mature and the sum is going to be given to your nominee. Then we have endowment policies. So whole life or endowment policies are those policies which contain a factor of insurance as well as an component of investment also. So nowadays it is more popular and people try to go for endowment policies in which you are going to get certain type of return also out of the premium that you have been paying for the coverage of the risk. So endowment policies covers the life of a person, and along with this they are going to give you certain sum of returns also if the mishappening does not occurs. Then we have money back policies, and money back policies are just like your saving plans, your investment plans, whereby risk is one of the factor and returns is also one of the factor. So you are going to get a coverage of the life of a person, and in same case you are also going to get a coverage for the mishappening or the returns that a person is in need of. Then we have unit linked policies. Now these policies are very famous in stock market and various other investment portfolios, whereby these policies are like an investment payout and they play like a mutual fund in the market, in which your policy is going to be linked with the market just like a mutual fund linking, and you are going to get returns as you are going to get out of market. So it covers your risk factor as well as you will be getting returns which is on the basis of the market appreciation. Apart from your life insurance policies, there are certain general insurance policies also, in which the very famous are your marine insurance policies, fire insurance policy, automobile insurance policy, health insurance and business insurance policies. In our coming lectures, we will be talking about general insurance and their various policies. So thank you for now. Bye.